driven continuation. Okay, now we are going to see the memory organization and hierarchy. Okay, how the memory is organized in the computer system. Okay, and which memory is very high, that is which memory speed is more high and the cost is very high. Okay, so we are going to see that one. See, I already told that CPU, okay, that is processor, will always access from the main memory. Okay, there is a memory between the main memory and the processor, that is called cache memory. Cache memory is a special type of RAM. Okay, random access memory. Okay, so the processor will first search any data or program from the cache memory. If it is not available in the cache memory, then only the processor will go to the main memory. Okay, so in cache memory, the frequently used program and data are stored in the cache memory. Okay, cache memory is placed between the main memory and CPU to cache memory is placed in between the main memory and processor CPU to increase the speed of accessing. Okay, so if you see in this diagram, the first, if you go down, okay, that is from secondary memory to main memory to cache to processor. Okay, so before I will tell one thing. Okay, in processor there will be a memory called register. Register is a memory of processor, because processor will process the program to so the processed program, see processor will process the program and data. Okay, so the processed program and data will be stored in the register. Okay, so after that only it will go to the cache memory, after that main memory, after that output device or secondary memory. Okay, so in processor there will be memory called register. Okay, so in this diagram, the register is the very speed of register is very high. Okay, that is accessing speed of register is very high. Okay, after that cache memory, after that main memory, after the secondary memory. Okay, so if you look up on the storage capacity, the storage capacity of main memory is the storage capacity of secondary memory is very high. Okay, than compared to main memory, and the storage capacity of main memory is high when compared to cache memory, and the storage capacity of cache memory is somewhat high when compared to registers. Okay, so this is the hierarchy. Okay, and then if you see the cost of register is very high when compared to cache. Cost of cache memory is very high when compared to main memory. Okay, and the cost of the main memory is very high when compared to secondary memory. Okay, so if you see the cost, the low cost is secondary memory, that is hard disk and pen drive, and then the SD card. Okay, CD, DVD. Okay, the cost of register or main memory RAM is very high compared to the secondary memory. Okay, so this is the memory organization and hierarchy in the computer. And next we are going to see what language that computer understand. See, computer understand only binary language. Okay, 100 100 like that. Okay, binary means it will understand only 1 or 0. Why? What is the reason? Okay, I already told that computer is an electronic device. That is, the computer means I am speaking about the processor, CPU. Okay, CPU. Okay, so the computer is an electronic device that can okay, it consists of transistor, wires, semiconductors. Okay, so this all will have only two states. One is on, off. On means 1, off means 0. Conducting 1, non-conducting 0. Magnetized 1, non-magnetized 0. Pulsar voltage, that is the volt. Okay, that is 1. Example 5 volt, or absent 0. Okay, so these binary number are represented as on, off, or conducting, non-conducting, magnetized, non-magnetized, or voltage. Okay, so that only the computer understand only binary language. Okay, so it is very important. Okay, this binary language is called machine language. Okay, binary language is called machine language because it is understood by the computer. How binary number is represented in the computer? See, binary number is represented by giving a code to a alphabet, symbol or number. For example, A. Okay, A is as A. The A. Okay, I can represent this A as 10000111. Okay, as a single bit to the computer. Okay, similarly I can represent the decimal number 1 as 00004 zeros and 0100. Okay, so this number, okay, so this A and 1 I can represent as this. I can represent as this A and 1 I can represent as binary number like this. Okay, so this is called coding. Okay, this process is called coding. Okay, so there are many codes such as ANSI code, Unicode and BCDO. So these codes will have different representation for a alphabet, symbol and number. Okay, so with the help of these codes we will represent a character or a number or a symbol in the computer in binary form. Okay, summary of lecture 1. Okay, so in lecture 1 we saw what is the meaning of agroinformatics. Okay, so it is the application of information technology to manage and analyze the agriculture data. Okay, that is agroinformatics. Okay, and then we saw the basics of computer. Okay, that is input device, output device, and memory and processor, etc. Okay, so the RAM, okay, random access memory is the main memory. Okay, and then ROM will be present in the motherboard. So in the ROM only the system boot program and that BIOS program will be present. Okay, so when you turn on the computer, the first program will run is the BIOS program. Okay, so the BIOS program is the program that will run when you turn on the computer. Okay, so it is the first program that run in the computer, BIOS program. Okay, and then the OS. Okay, and next is about the memory hierarchy. Okay, memory hierarchy we saw that cache memory. Okay, cache memory is placed between the main memory and then processor. Okay, so it's all about the computer input device, output device, and memory and processor. Okay, thank you.